Yo, what's going on, guys? Dewobs here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we have some amazing updates for Season 2.5. First of all, there's going to be a brand new free Hawkeye skin, and this thing is insane. So the Cerebro database lore event is continuing in Season 2.5 with a new set of challenges. And after completing all of the challenges over the course of the event, you will be able to get the binary arrow costume for Hawkeye. And we can see it here. It's the infected virus of Ultron on Hawkeye. And the description of it says, well, here I am, infected by some kind of mechanical virus from Ultron. I really hope the mental defenses Bucky taught me are enough to keep me steady. As if turning into this bird-like creature wasn't bad enough. I'm out of options here. So Season 2.5 is going to be full of skins like this, and I think it looks absolutely sick. First of all, the metallic tone of the skin with the white hair looks so cool. Even his bow and arrow, just the shiny metallic look. I love it. But then you can see on the half that's infected, he has this awesome bionic arm, this Ultron style arm that's glowing red, even has like electrical pulses coming off it. This is sick. Honestly, we need to get an Ultron virus skin for every hero in Season 2.5. They need to keep cooking with these. But the skin itself is epic. Now, I don't think it has unique sound effects from the gameplay. We can see the gameplay here. I'm pretty sure it's all the same, which is fair enough. I mean, the one thing is, in the actual gameplay, you can see the arm looks so cool with all the metal wiring, especially when it's glowing purple. Now, it looks like in the challenges, you'll also be able to get an emote, where you can see he creates this kind of binary arrow, and then he spins it around, and there's all that kind of binary code popping up. Looks so cool. Now, if this is anything to go off, that means the upcoming virus skins for the other heroes are going to be so cool. Now, they'll probably be sold in the store since this is the free one. I don't think there's going to be another event giving the free skins. And what I'm referring to is the Magneto and Iron Fist skin. The Magneto and Iron Fist virus skins are on the way in Season 2.5, and they will match this exact same kind of vibe. So stay tuned for that. They'll probably be hitting the store at some point. We know we're also supposed to be getting the Summer Jeff skin at some point in Season 2.5. But as for the actual Season 2.5 lore skins, those are the ones we know about right now. Let me know in the comments which hero you'd like to see get a virus skin. Now, we also have a really awesome look at Season 2.5 from the maps to more of the gameplay changes. Now, you might be like me, and May 30th feels so far away, and it can be quite boring waiting for these updates. Well, I managed to find the perfect cure for boredom in this epic new game called Supervive, where MOBA VR meets hero shooter. Choose from a huge roster of hunters, all with unique abilities and playstyles to take to the skies in this free-flowing chaotic battleground. Designed by Riot, Bungie, and Activision Blizzard devs, so you know it's good. Currently, the game is in open beta, and the official 1.0 version is set to release this summer. And yes, it's free on Steam. Squad up in trios, a battle royale format where 12 teams face off to be the sole survivors. Once you've dropped into the map, you can farm creeps for gold, fight bosses for loot, and buy and upgrade items to enhance your hunter in every way, and bring the heat to the other teams. Now, I've personally loved playing Felix. He's a frontline pyromaniac, and his abilities can set enemies on fire, dealing tick damage. So yeah, he's a lot of fun, and you should try him out yourself by downloading Supervive using my link in the description and redeem your very own Rooty the Carrot Wisp with my creator code, DILBOBS. So what are you waiting for? It's time to join the action. Download Supervive for free, and if you see me on the battleground, I won't go easy. So we also have the new map reveal, the Arakko Map. Now, this map is basically taken over by Ultron, infected with the Ultron virus. Now, I don't know where it's actually positioned right now, because it's supposed to be on Mars, but it got lost in the time stream entanglement, and I can't really tell where it is in the universe. But we can see the map also has these portals, so it has the same kind of portals. I don't know if the Krakoa gateways will work. We can see one of them in the distance. But we can also see these other what look to be portals that are more Ultron infected. So I think it will still have, portals to teleport. And we can see more of the map here. Now, we know it should be an escort map, so you'll be pushing a payload through this map. So you'll be able to enjoy it in all its glory. And we can see a lot of moving parts. It seems like it's basically an Ultron drone factory as well, where they're just building a bunch of Ultrons. Now, I am looking for more Easter eggs. There's a big Easter egg at the end. We have this giant core thing. I don't know if this is running the whole operation. If this is a reference to something, do let me know in the comments. I'm not entirely sure what it is. But yeah, you can see all these really creepy mechanical Ultron bots around the place. And then here you can see Arakko. I think this is the actual living Arakko, which has been completely infected by Ultron and the Ultron virus. And we can also see X-Tron. That's right, X-Tron is here. This is obviously X-Tron that fused with the Cerebro on Krakoa. And bro is hooked up to all of these wires. I think it's all running through him. He's using his newfound power from the Cerebro. He looks so sick. He's ginormous as well by the looks of it. He might not be. The map might be tiny, but he looks huge. We haven't seen yet what the Ultron release skin is. By the time this video comes out, they might have dropped it, but I really hope it's X-Tron. If we can play as X-Tron, that is going to be incredible. And here you can see again, this is the drone factory. We see all the Ultron drones being manufactured on the shipping line. And then the exterior of the map, like I said, I can't tell where it is. It's just floating in the cosmos. And there's a giant portal above it. So yeah, pretty cool. I absolutely love this map. And at the end, we get a nice teaser, which for you guys who don't know, this is actually Ultron's original designs. This is the first ever Ultron from the comics created by Hank Pym. And that's what this is referencing. So I don't know if it will have a bigger part to play. I think it's just a cool Easter egg to throw back to the origins of Ultron in the comics. So shout out if you noticed that. It's awesome. Now, I also wanted to show you an update on the Jeff the Landshark changes because there were some updates to the patch notes and we have the gameplay of Jeff's rework and it's kind of crazy. So basically from now on, Jeff's Joyful Splash will basically be his main attack, his only primary fire, and this will still heal your teammates as it always did, but its healing is reduced from 150 to 130 per second. But now, this ability damages enemies, so it can damage enemies at the same time as healing your teammate, which will charge his ultimate up really, really fast. But the damage is 70 per second, and it falls off from 20 meters to a max of 65% damage at 40 meters. So yeah, this will allow you to stay back and heal your team, while also inflicting damage on enemies, which sounds cool, but he does lose a lot of functionality of the rest of his kit, which kind of sucks. So they've changed his Aqua Burst. So now it's an ability with 3 charges. It's 3 seconds per charge for the cooldown. Direct hits will now launch enemies up, and they've increased the spell field damage from 40 to 45. But yeah, I don't think this is really that great. They've also changed the effect of the healing bubbles. So there's only going to be 3 charges instead of 6, but healing bubbles will no longer provide one-time healing. You can see they heal over time, and they heal 120 over 4 seconds. And they no longer have the enemy launch-up effect. So you'll have less bubbles, but they will heal over time, which is alright. But they've also, probably the worst change, to his hide and seek, which is where he goes underground and swims around, they've added an energy cap, which maxes at 120 and drains at 20 per second while submerged, which means he now has a 6-second timer to go underground. That's it. You can only go underground for 6 seconds, and then you run out, and you have to come back up again. And this energy restores at 15 per second, so it will take about 8 seconds to recharge. That honestly sucks. Being able to go underground is a key function of Jeff's kit. And then his ultimate ability, they've changed it, so it now takes about 10% longer to charge, but you will charge it much faster with his new damage. But also, the ultimate will now give overflow healing on your teammates at 45 health per second to a max of 150 bonus health. So eating your teammates will give them bonus health now. Also, they've increased the damage reduction received when taking a headshot from 50 to 70%. So you'll now only take 1.3 times damage from a headshot to kind of increase his survivability since you can't go underground as long. I don't know what to think of these changes. We'll have to wait till we can play with them, so let me know what you think. We also have gameplay of the Thor changes. Now, people are divided with this. Basically, Thor's hammer throw is now a separate ability, so it doesn't use Thor Force to use it, and it doesn't have the universal 2-second cooldown. Instead, it has its own 6-second cooldown, but hitting an enemy with the hammer will gain 1 Thor Force. So you can recharge your Thor Force a lot quicker, mainly because the hammer throw doesn't cost Thor Force, and it recharges it. So you can kind of generate Thor Force really quick, which is good. I guess that is the buff. But also, they've decreased the damage that the hammer throw does. It now does 45 damage instead of 70, and the return damage does 20 instead of 13. They've also decreased the shield value you gain when using Thor Force, since I guess you'll get Thor Force quicker, and you only gain 75 shields up to a max of 150 instead of what used to be 100 shield up to a max of 200. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays. Let me know your thoughts in the comments now you can see the gameplay. But yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. And remember, guys, don't forget to download Supervive for free using my link in the description or pinned comment and use code DILLBOBS in-game for your free reward.